All right, guys, we are back with another episode of Made in Abyss here. We have season 2, episode 5 up and ready to go. So, last episode, it was a little bit hectic. We had quite a bit going on. We had Regu meeting up with Faputa or Fabuta. One of those. I'm close. I'm impressed with myself for remembering, honestly. Even close to that. We got Riko kind of trying to find them again, but also she got attacked and saved by Ma, so thank God for Ma, respect. My tier list right now of sidekicks, Mania, Ma. They're like right there. They're near the top. Ma, it was a good redemption story. I have to say it was probably the best redemption story I've seen in a while. And then obviously we got all the Mitty shit. Like that's the big shit going on because Mitty showed up. We thought she was gone. Don't know Nanachi's feelings about it, but we can guess. I think I just want to hop right into it and see what the heck is going on, what the answers are, which we're likely not going to get anyway, but still, I want to get into it. So let's just hop right in and see what happens. Let's go. Oh, so there's a few. One's journey will end. Okay. That could be a positive or a negative. I'm going to take it as a negative because it's Made in Abyss. But okay, so no, that's definitely Bailoff, right? Like it was basically confirmed that was Bailoff, like the dragon, but just to be sure, like that is definitely his voice. Man, I'm just really curious as to how the heck some of them, like Bailoff and the captain, got transformed into they're completely different. Like they got transformed into completely different creatures. And then there's the girl, Faputa, she didn't really get transformed. Well, she got transformed, but she's still like humanoid. And then there's, what's her name? I already forget it. Red and white haired girl. But she didn't get transformed at all. So I really hope they get into that. That's honestly, I'm kind of more curious about that than I am anything else, even like Mitty at this point. Being chased? Really? With the flower petals, yeah, and that, what, it snuck up on you? Oh. Are they heading... Oh! I was going to say, maybe those things are heading towards, like, Bailoff and Nanachi, because they have all those mini creatures. No, they're just running. They're like, get the fuck out of here. Ooh. Okay, yeah, it's not playing. Damn. Could you imagine? Oh, wow. Yeah, damn, that thing's tough, dude. Man. Oh, jeez. Spit. Yeah. Yeah, puke. Ugh. Bro, that's the worst. Not only is it, like, intimidating and can read our movements, but it has the nerve to puke on us. Oh, it's the big robot guy, right? He probably followed. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Are they like... Oh. Oh. Yeah, I was going to say, man, you just didn't want to talk? I cannot stop Faputa. What does that mean? Like she's going to do something bad? I do almost get that vibe. The faces she was making, like she looked pissed when Reg left last episode. Yeah. Well, obviously, because the note would be from him because he has the symbol like scratched on. I just noticed that he has the like upside down stick figure on his face, like scratched in. Interference units. Oh. We observe. Yeah, so, yeah, they're like the same thing, just different breeds, different hybrids. In each layer, have ceased for quite some time. So how long ago, though? Like, someone must have built them and placed them on each layer, right? But then he says they've ceased for quite some time. So maybe whoever built them like got taken out and they couldn't uphold the communication standards or do not cross layers. Yeah, so I don't know. Rag might be from, well, I don't know because no one really does the top layer. Like, if there's ones on each layer, how come no one's really ever run into one before or met up with one? And they're not famous, right? You'd think someone comes across a robot and lives to tell the tale. That'll be a pretty big myth, but nobody seemed to really know what Reg was. Maybe they met other versions of these interference units and they just, or the interface units, whatever you just called them. It's something like that. But yeah, maybe they just don't put like two and two together that these robots are like related somehow. Or maybe they're supposed to hide from people at this point. That because, well, we know that these interference units, they're old because they were already here when like Faputa and Bailoff and them all came down here. They were already there to like meet them. So heck, they might have been placed here by like the people who made the ruins like thousands of years ago. We don't know. But I'm curious as to which layer like Rags might be from, because we know he's not the only one, right? Because we've seen him have flashbacks of people, other robots or cyborgs that are like him. They look like him, similar to him. So they're probably from like a lower level, right? Where Liza would have met them, where no one else has really been to that much. Good. Oh, man. Ma just seems real positive. I like Ma. I'm gonna say that the reason Ma hurt Manya in the first place, it was due to like curiosity, right? She probably didn't understand how fragile of a being Manya was and hurt her by accident. So I know when that happened, I was a little mean to Ma and, saying like, she deserved to get her arm taken off and shit, which, in the time I truly did feel. But I do like Ma because it just seems positive. Like, yeah, obviously she did it on accident, or he did it on accident. So I can forgive her pretty easy enough. And, we know she's paid up for it. Just seeing Ma's face all the time, just like. Oh, wants to know the language. Oh, damn. A lot of words. 40 special percentages? What? 50% of this. I'm so fucking lost. Not a human child. Yo, we gotta teach you guys like the proper etiquettes of communicating with humans, because it's not I want you. I want you. I want to own you. No one enters. Oh yeah, so Rico's just going right in. Why not? It's like, oh, there's somewhere that no one's ever explored before. See ya. Find something? Oh. Oh, this is where she's gonna be, the girl. It's all the shadow creatures, right? Yeah. Oh, Ma. Yeah, it's because they're the things that freaking ripped her arm off. I'd understand her being scared. Him. Sorry. I don't know if they've said their gender yet. Finally. Asking the right questions. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say she's awkward as hell. It's probably been goddamn years since she's talked. Wait, yeah, she's like, what does that even mean? Before her time. Weko, yeah, sorry, that's it. Lots of free time, yeah. Who put her down here? Faputa? All of them? Okay, so does she know them? Does she know Reg? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I want to know why she's down here. Maybe its origins aren't very nice. Like, just before we let her go, like, should we maybe learn why she's here? Because, I don't know. Yeah, it could be the village being just evil, right? Maybe everyone else, maybe for some reason, they need her hooked up for the village to function and they just force her to be down here. I feel really bad for Vueko. I really do, because we know that in her past, like as a kid, she also got screwed, man. She's had a rough past, and fuck, she's been down here for God knows how many years. So I want to free her. Just what is the reason? Like, what happens if she gets freed? Perfect. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, that is going to be a rough episode when we see whatever this village started. I got a vibe. Everyone getting transformed, her getting locked in darkness for fucking hundreds of years. Not going to be eating any popcorn that episode, I can tell you that. Ooh, okay. Miko's like, whatever. Sorry, I wasn't even listening, you know? Let's just get the... You're boring me. Let's go. No. Yeah. I don't care. No one deserves to be down. Yeah, she cares about her friends, too. Maybe let's get you some clothes. Damn, you grew. Holy shit. Was she always that tall? Oh. Oh. Oh, he's in pain. Oh. So that's why I was thinking, like, the lady said that no one explores here, like no one's really comes here down here, and I was just thinking, like, why would nobody want to come down here? Okay, it's pain. It's just, it fucking sucks. It's the same as like the force field, right? The abyss curse. Should be here. Okay, is Bailoff? Yeah, I was gonna say, what's Bailoff gonna think if Weko strolls in there? Yeah, they wouldn't be too thrilled. Oh, just what, cuddling? Passed out? What happened? Oh, what's wrong, Bailoff? Oh, crying at Riko. Sold himself? What? For what? Gave up. How does that work? Oh, Nanachi. And happy. Oh, well, Mitty's happy? Well, that's good. That's at least a positive, but, you know, the whole Nanachi thing kind of sucks. Yeah, the thing most important to her. It's Bailoff's favorite. Oh, to just eat? That's fucked up. Yeah, fucking hell, Bailoff. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, she never met Mitty in this form, but she knows. Oh. Yeah, she can actually tell her. Probably something precious, right? Something of high value. Yeah, fucking Bondrude. What do you mean? Mitty was with him. Yeah, like, what the fuck? How did he get her back? Paid compensation. Oh. His compensation. Damn! Even the soul. Oh, okay. So Bondrude brought her before the whole Nanachi thing even happened, right? Before Nanachi stole her and set her free. So he even copied the soul. So how the fuck does that work if you copy the soul? Does that mean, like, half of the soul, like, the soul was split and half of it came to this Mitty? Or it just, so the version of Mitty that we knew is actually gone, like, she got freed, but this is straight up just a complete copy, like the same thing, just reborn. That's weird, dude. And damn, this guy wanted her so badly, Bailoff. He straight up gave up half of his body, sensory organs. It looks like maybe even his eyes were part of the deal too. Dude, not your no more giving bodies, please. Find something else. Nails from my left hand. Oh god, I don't want to see Weko getting like torn apart right now. Both eyes, no. Both legs. Oh, I don't want to see this. No. Can we like, what the fuck, man? Can we do like a half and half here? One leg, one eye at least? Like, how the fuck do you think this is gonna work? God, oh fuck. Next episode's gonna suck ass, dude. I can already tell. No, that's fucked up. Come on, Bailoff. Really? You couldn't even... Why? Why both eyes? Why both legs? Like, why can't... Like, hell, even... Like I just joked, at least half and half, like one leg at least, and one eye. At least we can still get by fairly okay after that. But if you take both our legs, how the fuck I'm supposed to get out of here? Take both eyes, how the fuck am I supposed to get out of here? I guess not Mitty, but Nanachi. Well, no, it's still Mitty too, because even if she just bartered for Nanachi, that would take away Nanachi's whole thing, and that would mean Mitty's going to be Bailoff's again. So yeah, she does have to bargain all for both of them, both of which are like incredibly valuable here, I take it. So of course she's going to have to give something good up, no matter what. And also, you know, he did say half her innards too, which are we like, you know, if you're missing half of your insides, half your organs, like sure, there's some stuff you can live without, but how does that mean? Like half of everything? Like, you taking half my heart out of here too? if any of those goes through, like if she decides on any of those, we're kind of screwed. Like that's gonna mess up the whole adventure, because either way we have to get by without something. I do wonder though if it's partially because his own legs and his own legs and his own innards got taken out, so maybe he wants to like have those for himself so that he can have like limbs again, or even eyes, because his eyes are looking weird, but that's where like his fucking eaty things come out. So I don't know if he wants the eyes for himself or what the deal is. That's the whole thing, is like, I get that they want to have something of value, but what do they use it for? Like what is the thing that all this value like adds up to? It's just something you can say you have, like, yeah, I own this, it's of great value to me. What is that for? Are they just like collectors? Is that basically it? Like, what do they need it for? I'm very curious, though, because Bailoff, he seemed fine in the flashbacks. He actually seemed like a nice dude when he was a human. And he still seems okay. He seems polite, I guess is the word I would use. But he also seems like he's part of the reason as to why Weko was trapped underground. Because she said, like, oh, if he finds out that I've escaped, then there'll be trouble. So, like, were they the ones that forced her down there? I don't know. Part of me is thinking, like, maybe something she did caused them to get, like, transformed. And they were pissed at her, so they, like, sent her down there for, like, eternity, whatever, just as, like, punishment. Or maybe she had to be down there for, like, the village to run because she was, like, all hooked up and stuff. I don't know. I hope that it's not just that they all turned evil, but it kind of seems like that's the case, is they're at least making, like, the princess maybe into like an evil type. I don't know, just some of the stuff they've said about her, and the robot who Regu is with, he said like, I can't stop Faputa, so it sounds like she might do something, because I don't know, she seemed very emotional when she was with Reg. Like she didn't want him to leave, and then when he did leave she looked angry. So I don't know what the case is for her. I don't know what the case is for Bailoff, or I'm forgetting his name, but the captain, it's like a longer name. I can't remember. I'm sure maybe in whatever inevitable flashback we get, maybe one of them will have done something bad, because it wouldn't surprise me. There's like the selfishness of the Golden City and all that. Isn't that kind of like the main focus of the whole like Golden City, like El Dorado thing is like greed? That's kind of a big theme of it almost. So I wonder if they're maybe sort of mirroring it in a way, like if they are kind of referring to that at all. So maybe eventually like we're gonna learn that those three, the ones that got turned, they're, I don't know, they're just greedy and they're doing what they want, or maybe they're fine and it's just both sides got screwed over. It could go either way, because right now I don't hate any of their characters, but at least like Bailoff, he's wanting Riko to give up something like that. Anything like that is a little messed up on his part, but it is kind of their culture down there. So no, the whole like Mitty thing too, like obviously Nanachi, yeah, she'd give up any of herself so that Mitty can be happy, because that's basically what she was doing already, and she thought she got away, and technically she did. That part still, like, I'm still trying to think about that. So basically it's just a Mitty clone, but it is still Mitty. Like it's even the soul. Like if it was just the body, then it's like, okay, maybe there's not much feeling going on there. But he said even the soul, like it was so good of a thing, a copy, that even the soul got put in there too. So it is still Mitty, like basically 100% Mitty there. But he did say she was happy, like both her and Nanachi were happy in the form they were in right now. So if this Mitty is probably a little more well off, like I'm sure this Mitty, it seemed like she didn't have like the scar or anything, right? Because it's a whole new body. It's a complete remake. So she didn't have the scar from like Bondrewd's weapon, or she didn't have any other issues going on. She seemed fine. So maybe like that Mitty is happy, like now that Nanachi is there. Maybe she was like in pain when she was being eaten by Bailoff, but now she's okay. So maybe, you know, hell, maybe, I don't know. They're not going to leave Nanachi there. I know that. They're going to find some way of getting her out. And probably Mitty too, or maybe they're going to have Reg put that Mitty down again, just because, like, I don't know how they'd carry that Mitty around too much. That whole thing's interesting. And then obviously like Reg with that robot, he's learning a little bit more about sort of his past, his people, definitely. He's learning about like how there's more of him, but there's like different breeds and how they're each from like a different layer. And that raises a shit ton of questions too. Like, you know, who were the people that made him? Was it the people that made all the rest of the ruins, or is it a different type of people? Is it more recent? And like, if that is the case, how come no one's found them? How come they're not like an even bigger thing up in like the top, that people know what they are, that they talk about them, that they teach about them? It's odd, because so many explorers come down this abyss. You'd think someone would have run into them. And obviously here is different, because these explorers, they go into that place, and if they try to leave, they get turned into a hollow and they have to stay there basically. So obviously no one here is going to be able to tell the tale, but other layers, like if they skip over this city and go somewhere else, I guess maybe they must not be on every layer, because we didn't run into any on like the top 6 layers. So maybe it's just deeper down. And I guess that makes sense, because the only people who go down that deep and come back are like the White Whistles, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie though, the whole White Whistles thing still does confuse me in a way, because like the White Whistles have come down this far, right? So do they not know about this city? Or do they not actually come down this far? Because the White Whistles, well, some of them aren't human. Well, most of them aren't human. So they went down and they came up again. So they got a blessing? Is that basically it? All the White Whistles, do they have a blessing so they can like go down, come up again? Because, you know, Bondrewd, he was down there. We know that Bondrewd was down here with Mitty, and he was able to go back up again. Like, we know he's not human, so he got transformed. It sort of confuses me in a way. Like, did all the White Whistles just get lucky in their hollow transformations when they were like going back up? That they are still able to like be, oh man, I don't know, maybe I should know this by now. But how the heck are the White Whistles able to go down, come back up, and still be like human enough to keep exploring, or like have their own mind? Because all the hollows we've seen, the majority of hollows we've seen, unless they're like blessings, they don't, like, their minds don't work like humans. Like, they couldn't be an explorer if they even knew what that was, because that's just not how their minds work anymore. How do the White Whistles get transformed in a way that keeps them like human. Maybe I'm confusing it because with the white whistles, they have to sacrifice somebody as sort of like a blessing thing, or do they all have blessings and they were able to like keep that? Because I don't know. It confuses me though, because Bondrewd didn't have a blessing until the movie, because that's what he was working for, was getting a blessing. So he was already transformed before that and able to go down and come up. I don't know. Maybe one of you can just quickly explain that to me, how they can go down and come up without being transformed into just like a blob like a lot of other people are. Maybe I probably should know that by now, but either I forgot or I just never quite got it in the first place. But yeah, sorry, that's a bit off topic of the episode, but I am just confused, like, because what I was saying was the white whistles, they've been here. Bondrewd has, and he hasn't told anything about like the robots he's seen, if he's even seen the robots, like the interference module that Reg's talking to. Because if he did, you'd think he'd almost have put 2 and 2 together and mentioned that to Reg in like the movie or something, that he's seen people like him. But I don't know. I shouldn't even get that deep into it, because it could just be as easy as the author didn't really know at that time, or something as easy of an excuse as, oh, he just didn't meet them. So I don't know. I'm sure there's other white whistles that have been down here. Maybe they have like a reason to keep it a secret and not talk about it too much. Just too dark. Anyway, though, yeah, this whole episode was just kind of wild. I know I've been talking a lot. Like, I think I've been talking for like 15 minutes about this shit already, but still, man, like, that was a crazy episode, just like last episode, more than last episode, because we got more, we learned more, but of course, again, there's more questions to be asked. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna kind of stop here. The whole thing with like Mitty is kind of confusing. Like, we got a bit of an answer, but there's still some stuff I don't know. And Riko, oh Jesus, I didn't even talk about what's her name, Weko, yet. Just quick thoughts on her. Like, yeah, I don't know, maybe she did something to deserve being put down there. I'm sure maybe at least the 3, like Bailoff and Faputa, thought so they threw her down there. Maybe she wronged them in some way. But I don't think she deserved to be down there for like hundreds of years, which is what I think it is. Yeah, sorry guys, but she deserves to be let go. Maybe she's been punished long enough. And like I said, her past was bad too, so she kind of deserves a break at this point. I just hope that like it doesn't cause a huge issue when they find out she escaped. Like, you know, they start attacking her, or they get pissed off at like Riko for letting her go. I don't know how it's gonna go, but hopefully, well, knowing this show, it's gonna go bad. But maybe not. Fingers crossed. Anyway, though, I am gonna end it off there because I've been talking for a while. It's probably a longer episode, but yeah, very good, very good. This season is really getting interesting here with some of the answers that we're getting for questions that we've had for a long time. Even from season 1, we're getting answers. Not quite the answers you would hope for, but they're still answers. So. Yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, though. So if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated on this series. There'll be another episode out next week. Comment down below your thoughts on this video or the episode or the series, whatever you want to say. Just no spoilers, obviously. I do have a Patreon link down below if you want to help support the channel a little bit more. It gives you early access to the videos, and it's just highly appreciated. So yeah, that's it. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.